In Syria, 10 members of one family, including 8 children, were killed overnight. The body of a child was pulled from a home in Aleppo after the forces of the Assad dictatorship fired a ballistic missile into a residential neighborhood. 23 civilians were killed. The civil war began 3 years ago as an uprising against the dictatorship, but now it's an all-out battle between the two main branches of the Islamic faith. More than 160,000 people have been killed. Atrocities are committed on both sides, and yesterday 58 countries urged the United Nations to refer these war crimes to the International Criminal Court. Clarissa Ward discovered a man who is on a mission to make sure the evidence from the most vicious war of our time is not lost to history.
This is a war that's being uploaded on the internet every day, a real-time record of potential war crimes. Canadian lawyer William Wiley advised the Iraqi tribunal that tried Saddam Hussein. He and his team have collected and combed through over 500,000 videos. But the most crucial element of this work is collecting a paper trail. In a cramped basement, Wiley showed us boxes of documents, so sensitive we can't tell you where the commission is based.
So in here there's about, as I said, about 200,000 pages of regime documentation.
The documents include military orders and government records, all of which had to be smuggled out of Syria as the war raged on.
So this is extremely dangerous work.
It's very dangerous. We're threatened by both sides. We're threatened by the regime, obviously, but our people are also threatened by the radical Islamists, the Al-Qaeda affiliates in particular, who don't share our conception of impartial justice.
You are ethical.
These are the Syrian activists who are being trained to collect that evidence. Their work is so dangerous we can't show you their faces.
If you want to be an investigator, start thinking like an investigator.
Before they go back to Syria, they're taught how to talk to eyewitnesses and document a crime scene. On this day, former British police investigator Peter Wilson talked to volunteers like 24-year-old Ali about sexual violence as a war crime.
What about the victims? Who will care? We will care. We have to care.
Both sides have used rape as a weapon in this war.
So do you view sexual violence as being on the same level as physical violence?
I think it's more dangerous because that one is physical and emotional.
Is there any unifying quality that you've noticed among the people who volunteer for this kind of work?
They are unified by this idea of a Syria built on the rule of law.
Wiley hopes the commission's findings will eventually be used to prosecute war crimes in an international tribunal. The evidence is ready, but before justice can be done, the fighting has to stop. Clarissa Ward, CBS News.